can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can never tell, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Hey, Murray, do me a favor. Help me pick out a name for my kid.
Ted, you mean you haven't named her yet?
What's the rush?
Well, she's more than a month old. Besides, I thought you had chosen Mary Lou.
Well, Mary Lou's a nice name, but so are a lot of others. Now, I hate to commit myself.
Ted, I'm your friend. I'll commit you.
I mean, why does she need a name right away? I mean, she won't come if we call her. She can't even walk, can't do anything. Well, hardly anything.
Good morning.
Oh, morning, Mary.
Hey, guys, I think I may just have had what could be a truly great idea. What do you think of Barbara Jean Smathers?
No, the last name has to be Baxter.
Barbara Jean Smathers.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the Olympic swimmer.
Aha, the ex-swimmer. She's now doing local broadcasting, and I saw a tape of her commenting on a swimming race, and Murray, she was knowledgeable, poised, and I suddenly thought to myself, wouldn't she be fantastic on the news?
Hey. Hold on. We don't need anybody else on the news. We've got me. I'm all you could ask for in a newscaster.
And bless.
No, Ted, I meant just to do the sports, that's all. Murray, she's attractive, she knows about sports, she's got a great on-camera personality. What do you think?
Well, I hate to agree with Ted, Mayor, but I am not too thrilled by the idea of having my copy mangled by some dummy in a tank suit.
Hey, wait a minute. What makes you think she's a dummy?
Oh, come on, Mary, let's face it. Someone who has spent half her life in water is bound to be a little,
Wrinkled. People don't like to watch wrinkled news. Sorry, Mary, the subject is closo.
The subject is not closed. Murray, I expect this from Ted, but why are you being so negative?
Well, I just don't think we gain anything by sticking some pretty little ninny on the news.
Pretty little Minnie. Murray, she happens to be a college graduate. She's bright, she's articulate. She's a woman. That's why you're both against the idea.
Oh, hey, man, no.
Exactly.
Well, I'm the producer of the news, and I think it's a good idea, so that's that. And now the subject is closo.
You notice you don't see her rushing in there to suggest her idea to Lou. Oh, sure, she's brave with us. But telling Lou is a different matter. Somehow or other, I don't hear the little patter of her feet as she scampers in here to lay her wonderful idea on Lou.
Who is it?
It's me, Mary.
Buzz off, Ted.
Mr. Grant, it's me, Mary.
That's very good, Ted, but buzz off anyway. Don't play silly games outside my door this early in the morning.
I'm sorry.
Now, what is it?
Mr. Grant, if I asked you something, would you at least think about it for a while before answering?
Sure. Anything else?
Yes. There really is something I want to discuss with you. Why don't you come to my place for dinner tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah.
Fine. What do you want to discuss?
Well, all right, just so you can give it some thought. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a sensational idea to hire someone like Barbara Jean Smathers to do the sports on our news?
Forget it.
Why?
Because I know exactly why you're suggesting it, Mary. You think it'd be cute to have a woman do the sports.
I don't think anything of the kind.
The big thing
Cute.
these days is for women to get into fields that used to be just for the guys, right?
Well, maybe so, but not
So
in
you
my
said to
case.
yourself, hey, wouldn't it be cute and clever and different to have sports done by a woman, since sports are usually done by a guy? Oh, Mary, there's a good reason why guys do sports.
There is no reason why a woman can't do
How many
sports.
passes did Fran Tarkenton complete last season?
Mr. Grant, I don't happen to follow football, so
Come on, take a wild guess. How many passes did he complete?
several. All right, Mr. Grant, I don't happen to follow sports, but Barbara Jean Smathers is a swimmer.
That's not sports. Football is sports. It's a football town. Tarkenton and the Vikings, that's what people care about. Plus baseball, basketball, hockey.
Sports is sports. Are sports, rather. And Barbara Jean Smathers can do them. Do it. Just them as well. As
Not on my newscast, she can't.
Well, that's just narrow-minded and stubborn.
That's better than trying to be cute and clever and with it.
I can't believe you're accusing me of something that dumb.
I can't believe you want to do it.
Mr. Grant, the idea of hiring Barbara Jean Smathers to do sports is not dumb. What's dumb is rejecting the idea because of some stupid prejudice. That is dumb.
I don't believe we have anything further to discuss.
Thank you for your time.
Don't mention it. Hello. You didn't say what time. Is this okay?
Okay for what?
Dinner. You did invite me to dinner, didn't you?
Well, yes, Mr. Grant, but I can't imagine after that scene in your office that you would think it's still on.
You never said it wasn't.
Do you mean to tell me you expect us to sit down and eat dinner tonight after that fight we had?
Mary, during World War II, everyone was fighting, but we all kept eating.
Yeah, but you never sat down to eat with the Germans.
They never invited me. And you did. What's for chow?
Chow is over, Mr. Grant.
Maybe for you, but not for me. Mary, you invited me to dinner. You have a sacred obligation. You owe me food. Now, what are we having?
It just so happens, Mr. Grant, I have nothing left. I had one piece of liver. I cooked it. I ate it.
Liver? Oh. Well, maybe you can make me something else. How about an omelet?
No eggs.
Well, there's got to be something in here you can whip up. There's nothing in here.
That's what I told you, Mr. Grant. I was very busy. I was going to do my shopping tonight.
Well, there's got to be something around. Aha! Peanut butter. Where do you keep the bread?
No bread.
Saltines.
No saltines.
No saltines? And you call yourself a woman? You knew I was coming over here, didn't you? And you hid everything.
Oh, Mr. Grant. You know perfectly well after that argument we had over Barbara Jean Smathers, there is no way.
Barbara Jean Smathers. Oh, the swimmer.
The ex-swimmer who I think would make a sensational sportscaster.
Well, if you feel that way, why don't you hire her? You got any Jell-O?
You're saying that I can hire her?
Well, you are the producer, Mary. Hey, any flavor. You don't even have to cook it.
You're going to let me make this decision?
Well, sure. That's part of a producer's job, Mary, you know, hiring and firing. If you feel this girl is good, why don't you hire her? Why ask me? You know, I can still smell that liver. Wait, was it all crusty with flour and bacon?
Yeah, a little crusty, little flour, a little bacon. Mr. Grant, let me get this straight. You're saying that you'll let me interview her and then use my own judgment?
Sure. Did you add just a touch of wine?
Yeah, just a little touch of wine. Oh, Mr. Grant, thank you so much. You're not going to regret this. I'm going to call Barbara Jean and arrange an interview. You won't be sorry. Thanks so much.
Hey, wait a minute. How about dinner?
No, thanks. I already ate.
What time is Barbara Jean due?
Any minute, as a matter of fact.
What you coming up here for?
For an interview. I've been looking at a lot of videotapes of other shows she's done, and I'm very impressed. I just want to talk to her personally before I make up my mind.
Maybe I ought to check her out.
I don't think so, Ted.
Oh, I see. No guys allowed, eh? Just Mary and the wetback.
Ted.
Hey, Mary. I'll help get you in the mood.
Ted, she could come in here.
Everybody out of the pool.
Ted, I'm going to buy you a cup of coffee, even though it might keep you awake.
Hi, I'm Barbara Jean Smathers. Who's Mary Richards?
I am.
I'm Mary. Hello, Barbara Jean.
Hi.
It's nice to see you. This is Murray Slaughter.
Hi.
Ted Baxter.
Hi, fellas. Just call me BJ.
So you're the swimmer, eh? I bet you're a pretty good floater, too.
I'm an ex-swimmer, Mr. Baxter, but I want to be a newscaster now because I think it's the highest and most noble profession that anyone can aspire to. But the real reason I want this job is for the chance to work with one of the legendary giants in the business. Oh, I think you can teach me so much.
Young lady, I think you and I are going to get along. Get this, Murray.
Ted, you're not going to say swimmingly, are you?
That was my word. Please take my look,
Would you like the coffee?
Sure, thanks. Black, please.
You handled that very well.
You think he's the only Ted Baxter in the world?
Oh, I'd like to think so, yes.
Thanks. I've done a little broadcasting already, Mary, and I know the kind of attitude I can expect from the men on the staff.
Well, that's good, because I think you're not going to find it any different at this station.
Oh, I don't know. They've got a woman producer. Besides, I understand how men feel. Sports has been a man's private domain for a long, long time, a place to get away from women. I'm kind of a threat.
You never thought of it that way.
But on the other hand, women have a long tradition of participating in sports. Take the year 1931. Did you know that most of the swimming medals that year went to a...
Eleanor Holmes.
Ah, Mr. Grant, I'd like you to meet B.J. Smathers. This is Lou Grant.
Hi, Lou. I am impressed. Do you follow women's swimming?
I know a little bit about it. I keep informed.
Well, you were very close, but wrong. Well, Eleanor Holmes won several that year, but Helene Madison, she won the most.
Yeah, that's right. I was just testing you.
Mr. Grant, I want to hire B.J.
Well, you're the producer, Mary. It's your decision. Welcome to WJM. I hope you like working here. And I got a tip for you. The first tip. There's a guy I know just called and said there's a rumor that they're going to trade Fran Tarkenton.
Wow. Thanks, Lou. You know, in my last station, the men wouldn't have given me the time of day.
Well, I think you'll find we're a little different than your last station. Good luck.
You know something? He is terrific.
Yeah, he is terrific. And so are you. You're going to be a great sportscaster. Congratulations.
Thank you. Mary, by the way, this Fran Tarkenton, who is she?
We'll be back. Right after this word from our sponsor with WJM's new sports lady, B.J. Smathers.
Homer, I just hope I haven't made a mistake.
Oh, relax, Mary. So the girl doesn't follow the Vikings. So what?
Oh, but Murr, can someone cover sports without understanding the complexities of football?
Well, why not? Ted covers weather without understanding the complexities of slush.
Night.
Mr. Grant, you're not leaving.
Yeah, I thought I strolled out of the bar.
But what about B.J.?
Mary, relax. Whoever does the sports night has got it made. In addition to the rumor about Tarkenton, there was a killer hockey game, a double overtime basketball game, and a baseball trade. You couldn't have picked a better night.
I know, but still...
And if I stick around, it'll just make you more nervous, and neither of us wants that.
No.
So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll meet for dinner after the show, and you tell me how it went.
Okay, all right. But listen, you come to my place. I still owe you a dinner.
Yeah, you do. Okay. But no liver. I hate liver.
Here goes.
Now I'd like to introduce a new member of the WJM news staff. Now, I know a lot of you out there are going to ask, why they got some dizzy chick doing the sports? Well, that's a fair question. I'd like to take this moment to answer that, if I may. It's our business. If you don't like it, lump it. Hello, Barbara Jean Smathers with the sports. Speed it up while you were a little behind.
Thanks, Ted. In the European Championship in Helsinki today, Sven Norberg became the second man this year to win back-to-back titles in the men's 200 and 400-meter freestyle swimming competition, with times of 1 minute and 51 seconds and 3 minutes and 55 seconds.
Okay, she did that very well.
Yeah, she did. But why did she use that for her lead story?
What about local sports?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Ted. In St. Paul this week, the Association of High School Swimming Coaches met to design a new code for pool safety.
She's giving high school swimming news?
Well, Murr, it's not just high school. I mean, pool safety is important to us all.
Anything else, PJ?
Oh, yes, Ted, this diving item just came in.
Diving item?
Diving item?
Yes, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
From Fort Lauderdale?
Where 11-year-old Debbie Rothenberg is on her way to winning the state 3-meter springboard diving championship.
Oh, that's very interesting, PJ. Now I have some
It's
items.
more than interesting, Ted. It's inspiring.
Well, I'm sure it
Especially
is.
for anyone who believes, as I do, that the future of this country depends on physically fit youngsters.
Well, that goes double for me, too.
You know, we hear a lot about juvenile delinquency.
I'd like
but when
to
I
say-
see someone like this 11-year-old girl practicing day in and day out with the
time is almost up.
dedication that it takes to become a diver.
Until tomorrow, then.
And I'm not concerned about the future of this country. Here's to you, little Debbie, and always remember...
This is Ted Baxter saying...
Keep your knees straight and that back arching.
Oh, dear.
Where did she get those items?
Not me. I gave her football, basketball, and hockey.
Well, Murray, I told her she had 1 minute, exactly 60 seconds to report all the sports and then let Ted finish the show.
Oh, come on now, Mayor. Relax. It's her first time. She didn't know any better. So what? No big deal. Who cares?
Oh,
I want that woman shot. I'm the laughing stock of the entire broadcasting industry.
What else is new?
Look at that. I get a chance to do the lighter side of the news, or the editorial, or the plea for world peace. Mary, if a war breaks out tomorrow, don't blame me.
I'm really sorry.
I want this thing settled right here and now.
Well, Mary, how'd I do? Did I make you proud?
Well, BJ...
Right here and now, Mary.
BJ, I'll tell you what. Why don't you and I meet later over dinner? I want a chance to get some notes together. all right?
Mary, I want this settled.
All right. BJ, you and I can meet at my place in a half hour, and we'll talk everything over then, all right?
See ya.
Sure. You chicks will get together and laugh the whole thing off.
Ted, we two chicks aren't going to laugh anything off. In the first place, I happen to agree with you. In the second place, I'm very upset about tonight's show. And in the third place...
you already invited Lou to dinner.
So how the sportscast go tonight?
Well, fine. Do you really think so?
Oh, yes. Fine. How's that drink, Mr. Grant? Enough scotch?
Oh, yeah, it's just right, Mary. Tell me about the show.
How about some more water?
No, thank you. It's fine. So, how did you handle the North Stars game? Did you show that film of the fight when their goalie got 4 teeth knocked out?
No, I didn't, Lou. To tell you the truth, I think there's enough violence on television, and that's why I oppose contact sports on principle.
You oppose contact sports?
Mr. Grant, would you like some dip?
But by contact sports, you mean boxing, football, hockey?
Not just those. Will you look at the extent to which basketball has become a vicious physical battle?
Basketball is vicious?
Mr. Grant, you know those saltines you like so much. Well, I bought them for you.
Mary, sit.
Lou, I think athletics in this country has got to take a whole new turn, and that's why I'm prepared...
What sports did you report on tonight? The rumor about Tarkenton.
I didn't have time for that.
You didn't have time to report the Tarkenton story? What were you covering?
The Rothenberg story.
Huh?
Lou, there's an 11-year-old diver in Florida breaking every record in the book. She
Children's diving? You left out Tarkenton for children's diving?
I haven't had a chance to discuss...
You want to cover sports in Minnesota and not mention the Vikings? You know what you are? You're cuckoo. In fact, you're more than cuckoo. You're fired.
Mr. Grant, BJ, would you excuse us for just a moment, please? And you're not fired.
She not fired?
She's not. She's my responsibility, Mr. Grant. BJ, if you don't mind, would you please just lock yourself in the bathroom until Mr. Grant calms down?
Calms down? Mary, what do you mean by countermanding me? A sportscaster won't cover the Vikings. You got to fire her.
No, I don't, Mr. Grant. All right, I admit, BJ made a poor choice of items.
A poor choice? Children's diving over Tarkenton?
But my point is she showed great poise on camera, delivered the news well, she had personality, she looked sensational, she did everything else right. I just need to straighten her out.
Can't be done.
Yes, it can, Mr. Grant. Come on, you trusted me so far. Will you just leave the rest to me? I know how to handle people like BJ. You don't.
Okay. Okay. It's your neck. What do you want me to do?
Go home.
Without dinner?
I know, Mr. Grant, please, it would just make it easier if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. You know the nice thing about eating at your place? I never leave feeling bloated.
BJ! BJ, that was my fault. I should have talked about your mistakes with you privately.
What mistakes?
Well, you know what Mr. Grant mentioned about leaving out all the
Violence?
well, the basketball and the hockey and so forth, while devoting so much time to, swimming.
Mary, swimming is completely nonviolent.
Yes, I know that. But you see, on the news...
You don't understand. Swimming is respected all over the world.
Yes, of course, it truly is. But you see, Mr. Grant and I feel that there are a lot of people who are interested in those other sports, you see. And, well, since we are the producers of the news, we have to decide on the content. So, BJ, I'm asking you, please, just to try to make an attempt to do it our way.
Well, you may be the producers of this show, but nobody can make me do anything against my conscience. This is a principle with me, Mary. I'm going to do the sportscast the way that I think they should be done. And if you don't like it, well, you're just going to have to fire me.
What? BJ, hey, BJ. Hey. Come on. Listen. Sit down.
Yes, Mary?
You're fired.
Come in.
Mr. Grant, I just want to say this very quickly and get it over with. I was wrong. I made a mistake. I'm very sorry. Okay?
Okay, Mary.
Is that it? You're not going to say anything?
No, I don't plan to say anything. That would demonstrate a lack of class, and I like to think I'm capable of taking the high road.
Well, I really appreciate that.
Lou Grant isn't an I-told-you-so person.
I'm glad.
It'd just be too easy in a case like this. You stuck your neck out too far and you flopped too badly.
Mr. Grant, is this the high road?
No, this is the preparation for it. Now I'll take the high road. I think you handle this whole thing in a highly professional manner.
You do?
Yes. Moreover, I think you struck a blow for women's equality. And I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you. In what way?
Well, you proved that a woman deserves a chance to be just as lousy in a job as a man.
Well, that's right. I did do that.
And that another woman has the right to make a rotten decision and to hire that incompetent woman who does such a lousy job.
Right.
And that, having made that dumb, stupid decision, the second woman is still capable of recognizing the fact that she's a dope, and that the first woman, who did such a lousy, rotten, stinking job, should be fired for being such a total disaster. I'm really proud of you, Mary. Congratulations.
Thank you. Mr. Grant.
Hmm?
What's the low road?